Hi everyone. Now in this session we'll talk about FRM exams registration process. We'll start a discussion with all the applicable deadlines for various windows. Then we will see what are the payment modes available for the exam fees payment, and then we will see how to fill the form on the website. So I will actually show you the process of filling that form, and in that process, if there are any questions or doubts, I will resolve it. One more thing, I'm going to fill this form in the new pattern. They changed the portal, this new system. I'm going to fill this exam form for the first time. I'm going to see that window for the first time. So as a new candidate, assuming like I'm the new candidate, I will see the portal and I will give you the feedback on it, right? Before we begin our discussion, my introduction, my name is Shashank Pandey. I'm certified FRM and I'm teaching faculty for FRM Part 1, Part 2, CFA Level 1 and Level 2 at Falcon Education. If you have any queries related to the preparation, you can check our website for that. So let's start with the dates and the fees for FRM Part 1. This discussion is mainly about the FRM Part 1 because in FRM Part 2, you will understand everything. Okay, you will be used to this whole system, ecosystem. So here we have three windows: May 2025, August, and then November. Exam dates for May, this is again, as I said, this is for the FRM Part 1 only. Part 2's dates are different. So for May's schedule, it is May 10 to 16. Then we have 8 to 9th August for the August window. Remember, for August, it is very small window. This is newly introduced concept, like only one or two sessions. Like it started from 2023. Okay, if I'm not wrong. Now that's why here we have only two dates, and very few candidates appear for August session. That's why there are only two dates. And then we have the November 2025 window where we have date from 8th of November till 14th of November. This is the exam window. You can pick any preferred date in this exam window. Okay, so from 10th, for example, from 10 to 16. If you think 15th of May is good for you, you can select that date. That you have to do after registering for the exam. Okay, so we will talk about it later. For now, just remember or understand what is the meaning of this exam window. Okay, this is the actually window. Then we have the early registration, which is the previously we used to call it as an early bird, and then we have the standard registration. It is the difference between the early registration and standard registration is just the fees you pay for the exam. Remember, I'm saying fees you pay for the exam and registration fees is same only in the both the windows. So here there is deadline for the early registration. It starts from 1st of December for May exam. It starts from the 1st December and ends at 31st of Jan 2025. So fees is $400 plus 600. 600 is the exam fees. 400 is the registration fees. One time registration fees. You have to pay this only one time. Okay, you don't need to pay it again and again. 600 is per exam fees. If you appear for FRM Part 1, say twice, then you have to pay this exam fees twice. That is $600 twice. So this makes like the $400 plus 600. So you have to pay $1,000 if you register in the early registration window. And as I said, this is the deadline. Okay, you have to, if you want to get the benefit, the discounted fees, then you have to register before 31st of Jan 2025. Then registration, this is standard registration fees for same. The deadline is 31st of March 2025. Fees is 400 plus 800, totals to 1200. And as I said, like this is a one-time registration fees 400, which is already mentioned here. Okay, this is mentioned here. So in standard registration, difference is you are going to pay exam fees 800. In early bird, you are early registration, you are going to pay $600. That's the only difference. Fees is same for all the exam windows. Now here for the August, we have, as I said, the dates 8 to 9th August. 2 dates are available here. In early registration, it starts from, remember, the early registration for August will open on 1st of March 2025. You can't register for August exam before 1st March. This is the point to note. Then this early registration will end at 38th of April 2025. The close date, fees is same, 1000, including the one-time registration fees. And then we have the standard registration dates and fees where we have 30th of June is the last registration date for August window, and fees is 1200. Then you have November exam window. It starts from 1st of May 2025, open, and on 31st of July, it will close. Fees is 1000. Then on 30th of September 2025, the standard registration window will close, and one-time registration fees is same. Now, what are the payment modes available for the exam fees and the registration fees? So here on the GARP's website, this is the information available. The credit card, e-pay using the Alipay, then wire. All the wire payments will include a USD 50 processing fee, so you can wire transfer it, and ASC. Mainly, most of the candidates are going to use this credit card, and very important point for the Indian students. Like most of the Indian students are confused with this particular point. In India, most of the candidates or consumers are using debit card and not the credit card. Remember, you can use debit and credit both for the exam fees payment, even though only credit card is mentioned here because there is a common convention in USA to write credit card for all the cards. So that's why the credit card is mentioned here. If your card, remember, if your debit card, this is for the Indian candidates I'm talking, if your debit card is Master, Visa, Amex, Discover, and so on, you can use that card if it is the international payments option is enabled in your card. Okay, so don't bother about the credit card. If you don't have credit card, you can use debit card. Okay, so then you have the other options. Then right time to register for the exam, like ideally when you should register for this exam. Now the answer is like it depends. If you are very sure about, okay, I am going to go for May 25 exam, there is no doubt about it. It doesn't matter how much I prepare and like what are the circumstances, I will appear for May 25 session. If you are sure about it, you can register at any time. But if you are dicey, if you are not very sure about to go for the May exam or the August or the November, and you're not very sure about your preparation level or how much you'll be able to prepare, you're new to finance as a whole, as a field, you are very new to this finance field, then my recommendation is don't register or register like at max 10 days before exam. Okay, don't register like for example we have 31st of Jan as a deadline for May exam. So don't register in the December. My recommendation is first start your preparation. Prepare for next 1 month. Okay, from 28th of December till 28th of Jan, you have to prepare for FRM Part 1 exam, assuming you are going for the May exam. And in this preparations journey, you will understand like how much you are able to pick up from the material, how much you are able to understand, and so on. And based on that, you should take that decision. In this 1 month, you will get a proper idea. If you are like Falcon's mentorship student or the self-paced student, then you can ask me like, should you go for the May exam or the August exam? Generally, this is the point here. Okay, so like students are generally confused in May or August exam. There is no confusion in November or May exam. So in this particular situation, always prepare first, register later if you are not very sure about your preparation. Okay, so this is the end of our first slide. Now we will jump to the registration process. Okay, now we will see the actual registration process. So here you see the sign in option. Click on this site, sign in. Now here you have this like the sign in option. Okay, so I'm not going to use my like the main ID here. I will use the dummy ID, and this is just to show you like how to do the registration. Okay, I have no intention to use the dummy ID on the portal. This in case some GARP professional GARP executives are watching this video. Okay, so you have to click on the, just a second, you have to click on this create account. Okay, click on this, and here you have to fill the information. Okay, so wait a second. Yeah, right. So if you are the returning candidate, if you are registering for the first time, obviously you're not the returning candidate. So here you have all the option available. So here I will fill my details. Okay, I'm just writing like the dummy details here. Name, and make sure you remember your password. Your email ID should be active. If you use your wrong email ID, then it will create a lot of problem for you. Okay, make sure you are using the right one. Okay, so company name if you have, so that's why the this is optional. Okay, then we have address. Okay, and location, India, city, let's, then state Maharashtra, then 009, and contact number, I will use the same contact number. Okay, and then you have to click on the register, and I don't know how it won't allow me to register. Just a second. Okay, now click on the register, and once you click on the register, it will maybe like I don't know, like I used this ID previously for the registration or not. Let's see what happens. So it is taking some time, maybe like checking the portal and so on. you are registered affiliate membership. Okay, so like just a second, give me a second. Okay, after that step, I received mail like this is the GARP ID and Shank one day, and your account has been created. To access your account, you need to follow these steps. Okay. Now here we have to click on this particular link. There are 3 steps available. So you have to use this link, then enter your username, and then you have to create your password. Okay. So this is the uh, window for entering the password. And like here we have to like enter the details. Okay, so the password and so on. Fine. So I'll use some password, different password here, and then like I'll change the password. Right now there is a dummy password in use. Okay, fine. So we'll again go back to our main window. Now you have to complete your profile. I don't think like this is compulsory. You can skip it. Okay. So here you have a lot of students ask me about what to do with this job information. If you are not working professional, you can skip it, right? So there is always option to skip. Then you have the industry, like we can like just a second. You're working in the industry. I'll just enter 2010. Most recent company, maybe like any company and so on. Okay, I don't know. Then associate and the job function, anything like, and then what is this? What year did you start working in the risk management? And maybe like 2015, we can say. And maybe like whatever the professional qualifications you have, you can enter those, and then you have to like provide the academic information, and then you have to submit it. Okay, just remember one thing, like this is kind of a survey form where your basic information is being collected. You can always skip this like this. Okay, if you skip this, then review the email confirmation for the instruction on logging into the GARP portal, and then log in to start the learning, networking, experiencing, and so on. This means like the portal is directing you to log into the portal. Okay, or check your mail and change your password and then log in the portal. Okay, now I changed my password. After changing my password, I landed on this particular window. Okay, now let's see how it works. So first we have the dashboard here, and then we have the programs where you are getting option to register for your FRM Part 1 exam. Then there is a study material option. In study material portion, you can download the study guide, learning objectives guide, and for rest of the section, you will see the purchase option. You don't need to purchase FRM Part 1's material. You will get it with your subscription. Okay. Then there are the membership benefits. If you are a member, you will get by default like 1 year membership with your one-time registration fees, and you can use like the content and all. Then there are events, and in the events, okay, so whatever the upcoming events, like the webinars and so on, if there are any scheduled events, you can get the idea of those events here in the event section. Then there is a help center also. Okay, now let's see. Your profile is missing information. You can update your profile. Remember the profile section we saw in the beginning. So you can update your profile from here also. And here you have the sustainability and the climate risk. April registration window opens now and so on. And then the members directory. Okay. So this is the register option. We have to click on this like FRM financial risk manager. Click on the register. Because we are registering for the first time, there are details required here. Now, so first mobile number, and we are like I'm from India, so click on this, then enter your contact number. This is my public contact number. You can contact me, prefer WhatsApp on this number. Now, very important thing here. FRM exam is very unique type of exam in one particular aspect. You can register for FRM Part 1 only or FRM Part 1 and Part 2 together for May 25 only. If you think like you can consume 10 subjects, prepare 10 subjects of FRM Part 1, Part 2 total till 2025 May, then you can go for both the exams in the first window from 10th to 16th May. You can appear for FRM Part 1, and after in the FRM Part 2's window, you can go for FRM Part 2. So in just 6 months, you can finish your FRM, but it's too much for like a normal candidates. Okay. So assuming like you are going for only FRM Part 1, as I said, you can go for FRM Part 1 and Part 2 together. In case you have doubt like why this option is available in FRM, And if you are coming from the CFA or any other course, like why similar options are not available in the other courses, just very simple explanation. Till 2020, 2012, till 2012, FRM exam was single exam. Then institute divided, the GARP divided this exam into two parts. Okay, previously one exam, now in 2030, this exam is two-part exam. That's why you see FRM part 1 and part 2, not the level 1 and level 2. And now, because this is two-part exam provided as a convenience for the candidates, they obviously GAP thought like there may be other candidates who are okay with like appearing for both the parts together. That's why this option is available. This is my explanation for like why you can appear for both the parts at once and not like this, unlike other exams, right? Assuming you are going for the FRM part 1. Okay, one very important point, if you sit for FRM part 1, part 2 together in the same exam window, then first your FRM part 1 will be evaluated. If you fail in FRM part 1, your part 2 won't get evaluated. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're the topper in FRM part 2's exam. If you fail FRM part 1, you won't receive your FRM part 2's result if you appear for both the parts together. This is the condition applicable here. Okay, now FRM part 1. Now here we have exam administration. Dates are provided 10th to 16th, and early registration is $600. You have to select the location, let's say India. Then you have the study material. This is the complimentary study material provided via app. This is not the PDF material. You have to remember this. This is provided in the form of ebook. Very pathetically designed application. Okay, so it is very complicated to use this app. And this is included. You can use like both the platforms, like the mobile type of device, like for example the iPad and MacBook or Windows laptop. You can use anything to access the book, but as I said, it is very complicated to use book in this manner. Then you have additional study material for purchase if you want. Okay, you can use if you want like the hard copies of print material, you can order from here. It is very costly from the like Indian perspective. Then additional 2025 FRM practice exam, if you want, you can opt for it. There is no like much information available about this. Okay, this is like simply the two practice exams. That's it, and it will be available on the study portal. Okay, then need help in studying. Like if you want help in the preparation for this is very basic. Like it is to provide your interest, or it is to show your interest in the preparation providers. For example, I am GARP approved, like the Falcon is a GARP approved preparation provider. So we will get notified like, okay, you are interested in exam preparation provider for this. Okay, so if you want, you can click. If you don't want, you can't. Okay, so that's up to you. And then all the information is available here. So your billing address, company, then address. If you want to add the additional address, you can enter here. And then you have the contact number and so on, the mailing address. Make sure that your mailing address and billing address are correct. Okay, because this mailing address will be used to send you certificate once you complete your certification on this address. Okay, so make sure you provide the right address here. Then is the like option. Okay, secure payment. Here you can enter your credit card details, month expiry, name, and CVV. And here just a catch: the membership automatic renewal. This is optional. Remove it if you don't want automatic renewal. Okay, so if you don't renew it, your exam is intact, no problem, or there is no impact on your actual exam. So you are good for your exam. It is just for the like this membership will be used for additional resources. There are like news articles and like the articles from the GARP which you can use if you have the active membership. Active membership is no compulsion for exam. Even with like inactive membership, you can go for your exam. That's why this is optional. Okay, so here I'm not interested in the active membership. Then candidate acknowledgements, then you have to click on this. If you are very much interested in the like whole policy and so on, you can read it. Okay, so this is candidate responsibility statement and exam policy. And then you have the pay and register, and then you have the refunds. I'll just open these two statements. Now, pay and register, this is the option. You have to click on pay. And once you click on the pay, if you are from the India and you're habitual of getting OTP, then entering OTP, and then like you will see the payment happening. If you are habitual of this, here in this payment, most of the payments will go without OTP. If you click on pay and register, it is pay and register. That's it. Without OTP, your registration will be complete. So don't wait for the OTP, like where is my OTP and so on. So it is automatic. Now, once you are done with this, you will get option to schedule your exam. Remember, here we used our billing address and mailing address. When you schedule your exam, you have to select the location and preferred date. You can schedule and I guess reschedule once for free of cost. There is no compulsion. Like for example, I entered here in the billing and the shipping address, I entered India here. If I want to appear for exam from Singapore, I can schedule my exam in Singapore. There is no compulsion to appear for exam in India only. You have like from across the globe, like wherever you want to go for the exam, you can go, no problem. Okay. So, and after this, like once you are done with the registration, then you will get the that specific window. They will provide you option to schedule your exam, and it will throw you on the Prometric Centers portal, and then Prometric you have to use the Prometric app, and then you will be able to schedule your exam. Okay, so there you have to simply select the time, preferred time, location, and the exam center, mainly the city. If there are multiple centers available in the particular city, for example in Mumbai we have multiple centers, in Pune also we have some centers. So in those locations you can choose a specific center. Okay, I want to go for this center, which is maybe near to your location. So this is how it works. And after you're done with the registration, then you have to provide your details of ID. For example, the driving license and passport. You can choose either. In FRM exam, you can provide any of like the driving license or passport. Make sure it is not expired. Okay, your passport and driving license should be active one. Learning driving license are not allowed. You have to make sure you provide the permanent driving license. Two-wheeler license, four-wheeler license, all driving license are allowed. Okay, so these are general like FAQs students ask me once they are done with the registration. Okay, then we have the refund condition here. There is no refund given in under any circumstances. Okay, this is the option here, not the option, like this is the condition here. Okay, so this is how you register for the exam. As I said, scheduling and ID you have to provide later. But one thing, you can provide ID if I'm not wrong. Like just please check the specific date, like when you are able to provide the ID. Once you are done with the registration, you can provide your ID, but you don't need to provide it immediately. You can provide within like next 1 month or 2 months. And if I'm not wrong, you can provide your ID till for this like May exam till 31st of March. Okay, so you have this much time. So at this point, if you don't have passport or driving license, and if you know like you will get your passport and driving license within 1 or 2 months, then you can register for the exam and then submit your ID details. Okay, so this is how it works. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye, take care. Self-study schedule is coming very soon, so please wait for that. And if you have any queries, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will reply to your queries. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.